Hey everybody, this is your boy John Patrick Adams, and thank you for checking out this video. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my mailing list, stop right now and go and visit my website, johnpatrickadams.com, to subscribe to my mailing list to get daily blogs. Or if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, stop right now. Click on that subscribe button right beneath this video. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Yesterday I had lunch with a friend of mine and two friends of mine, and I always love having lunch with these two ladies because they always give me something to either write about or to create a video about. Wonderful women. But I celebrated one of their birthdays on yesterday. So during the time of the lunch, one of them shared with me their previous experiences, like they've been divorced twice and now they're in a long-term relationship that they've been in for years, have no intentions of remarrying. They say that they're okay with the relationship the way it is. So she goes on and she's sharing with me some of her experiences. And in her first marriage, she shared that her husband cheated. And once she goes on with that, I asked her, I said, well, did you ever cheat in the relationships? And she said yes. And I asked her, well, did he find out or did you tell him? And she said no. She said he never asked me and I never told him. And I said, well, is that, a little deceitful? Is that a lie? And she was like, no. She said he never asked me, so I didn't tell him. So when she said that, that raised the eyebrow with me because I've been in situations before where I've been told, hey, I didn't lie to you. You never asked me. So that kind of like, kind of rubbed me a little wrong there, or kind of like took me back to a place. So I wanted to video with you guys on that. 6 questions I believe that we ask, or some of you are still asking today, that can get you the truth or it can get you a lie, depending on the person or depending on your concept, your belief of what the truth is. So the first question that we ask is, are you single? Seemed like it would be a simple question. People say yes, and they may be single, they may not be married. And to some people, they believe if they are not married, then they are single. It doesn't. They don't care if they are exclusively dating someone. If they haven't gone down the aisle, they are free to date, sleep with, be with whomever they choose to be with. So I would suggest the question would be is, are you currently dating someone? And that way they give them the chance, if they are casually dating other people, they have to be honest with you, because if they say no, I'm not dating anyone else, then later you find out that they were, then you know that they lied to you. But to go in and just ask the generic question, are you single? If they answer yes, regardless of whether they are casually dating someone else, doesn't matter, because they just gave you the truth. They are single based on the question that you asked. Next question that seemed like it would be easy to answer is, are you married? And most people will say either yes or no. Now, the tricky part on this here, maybe you remember a couple of months ago, I wrote a blog, Separated is Married. There are so many people that are dating people who are separated. And they may have been separated for years, but they are legally married. And then, they are legally married, but they are out dating. And I wrote the blog, Separated is Married. And some people believe that it is okay to date someone who is still married, but they haven't been with their wives or their husbands in so long. But the truth is that relationship is not going to go anywhere until they get their legal divorce. So if you want to be married, or if that person so happens to die, all their insurance is going to the person they are legally married to. So instead of asking, are you married, you may want to say, have you ever been married? And that way, that if they say yes, then you say, well, how long have you been divorced? So you get the complete truth there. If they say, if you say, have you ever been married, and they say yes, and then you say, how long have you been divorced? And they say, well, currently I'm still married, that is your cue to say, check please, and chunk them the deuce. So the next question would be is, when was your last relationship? When was your last relationship? And somebody may answer that question 2 years ago. Sure, it could have been 2 years ago, but they're still physically connected with their ex. They are still intimately connected with their ex. So the question probably would be is, how long have you been out of your last relationship? And normally when you're asking that question, you're pretty much saying, When did you completely cut off all interactions with your ex? Because like I said, to say when was your last relationship, if they say it was 2 years ago, that doesn't mean that they are not still currently involved with their ex. So next question is, do you work out? That's a good one. And normally this question come up when you're like chatting on the phone and you're trying to get to know how this person look without asking them like, how tall are you? How much do you weigh? You know, you got big heels, big legs, big booty. But instead of asking all that, especially men, we'll ask a woman, do you work out? And if she says, yeah, I work out, if she, you know, some people consider getting out of their car, walking up to their third floor apartment as a workout. Brothers or sisters, if you are serious about your workout regimen and you want someone who is physically active in the gym, you may want to ask them, well, hey, did you work out today? And what was your regimen? You know, what did you work out? What body part did you work out? You know, because like I said, some people consider, you know, walking a mile every day, they consider that a workout. And ladies, to be honest with you, if a brother's asking you, do you work out? He's asking you pretty much, you know, are you squatting? You know, are you lifting weights, not bench pressing? Ain't nobody trying to ask you, do you need a spot or nothing like that. But a brother's asking you, do you get on a treadmill and you running at 6.0 or higher for at least 20 minutes? You know, he's asking you if you're serious about working out, not just no, you know, fooling around, mess y'all lie about all the time. So, next question is, do you go to church? Do you go to church? And if you are serious about your relationship with God and you're definitely wanting someone in a relationship that has a relationship and that is serious about their relationship with God, asking them, do you go to church? That's a generic answer. Because they may say yes, and they may be one of those people that occasionally go. They may be one of those people that go when their parents come into town, which means they did not lie to you. They told you the truth. So if you want someone that has a serious relationship with God, opposed to asking, do you go to church, only later to find out that it's a struggle with getting them to go to church and reading their Bible and saying their prayer, you may want to ask, do you have a relationship with God, and are you serious about that relationship? So you can't ask just a generic question, do you go to church, and then you can't be mad at them once you get to know them and you realize, hey, they only going to church 3 times a year, because you didn't ask them if they were active in the church. You just said, do you go to church? So that's one question. And the last question here is, have you ever cheated in a relationship? And I think this one here is very, very important, because depending on the person determines what they consider cheating. Everybody don't consider, you know, flirting as cheating. Everyone doesn't consider texting someone cheating. If it's not a physical interaction, they don't consider it cheating. They don't consider that cheating. So you have to ask specific questions like, did you do something in your relationship that if your ex found out about it, they would slap the hell out of you? Specific questions like that. Did you do anything that would make them want to punch you in your face that they didn't know anything about? Because depending on the person determines their answer when they give it to you. Everybody don't believe talking on the phone to someone is cheating. Everyone don't believe accepting gifts is cheating. But you may consider that cheating. So you have to ask the specific questions that are going to get you the answers that you want. Now, this is just my truth. It's not everyone else's truth. This is my truth. But I believe if we do anything in a relationship that goes against the foundation of what we know the person that we're with, that we know that it would hurt them or offend them, then we are being deceitful to them. You know, and now I'm talking about if you're in a relationship now. But if you do anything in a relationship, whether you tell that person or not, you are being dishonest and disloyal to the relationship that you're in. So you can have secrets all you want, but one thing I do know about secrets in relationship, they all will come out. And whether you tell it with your words, you're definitely going to tell it through your actions. Because one thing I have learned is we accuse people of the things that we're guilty of. We never think that our mates are lying until we start lying. We never think our mates are cheating until we start cheating. We never think our mates are deceitful until we become deceitful in relationships, because we believe if we can get away with it, they can go and do the same thing in their situation. And now if you're dating and you're getting to know someone, my policy is always be upfront. And if someone can accept you for who you are, that's not someone that you need to be in a relationship with. And if you believe that you have to lie from the beginning to win this person over, that's not the person for you, because a lie, you have to constantly cover those tracks, because it's a small world, and uh, social media has decreased the size of the world, because we are connected with so many people, and the truth always has a way of manifesting itself. So honesty is always the best policy. Be upfront with people. Give them the choice to decide if they can handle your truth. And if they can't handle your truth, be man or woman enough to walk away. Let them be happy, and you go and find someone who can embrace and accept you for who you are. This is your boy, John Patrick Adams, and thank you for checking out this video. If you have not gotten your copies of my books, Naked and How to Win the Dating Game, go to the site, johnpatrickadams.com/shop, and get your copies of these books. Until next week, peace.